Alright, in this video I have the KF101 drone, and this is another cheap GPS drone, and it's supposed to be 4K, and I'll put down the resolution down below of the video and the pictures. So just running around the drone, there are no obstacle avoidance in this drone at all. It does have a light that comes on here. It's supposed to have EIS on the camera. We'll check that out. Has a 3-axis gimbal, and down here we have the SD card slot and an optical sensor, and this is normally an ultrasonic sensor, but there's nothing in there, so we'll see how good it maintains its position just using GPS and the optical sensor below. So you have your folding props, and the whole thing folds up like this, folds back, and there it is, compact. In the battery, we have a 3S or 11.1 volt, 2500 milliamp hour battery. And you charge the batteries via USB-C. Here's a controller for it, nothing fancy. What I did like about it is it does have a USB-C here, so it is rechargeable, don't have to put batteries in it. Just to go over it, just normal sticks, these do not come off. You have your video camera, this is your tilt for your gimbal, but it's not a smooth tilt, it does it in increments. The GPS button here, if you hit it once, it does headless mode. If you hold it, it turns off GPS and puts it in altitude hold mode. You have your return home button, on off switch, your speed button, and your compass calibration. And that's it for the controller. And it does have a nice display that shows everything you need while you're flying. Okay, inside the case, this was down below. This is an extra battery that I got with it. This box has your extra propellers, a USB-C cable, and a screwdriver. And it did come with a gimbal cover. And here's your manual. And here's the shoulder bag that it came with. It's a soft bag, but it protects it really nice, especially when it already has a gimbal protector. You don't really have to worry about it. And that's how it fits. And it does tilt forward a little, not much. That's about it. So what makes it a little difficult is if you want to have your antennas parallel to where you're flying, you have to have it up in the air kind of high, because you can't have it down like this because your antennas will be facing down. So you have to fly kind of like this. But this isn't a long distance flyer, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so we'll go ahead and power it on. Let's try just holding it. That's it. Now face it this way. And the gimbal leveled out. So not yet. It's going to make me do a compass calibration before it'll level the gimbal. So I'll go ahead and turn the controller on. We're connected. It's waiting for GPS. Until then, I'll go into Wi-Fi. And there it is, EIS 5G. And now open the app. Enter device. There we go, we're ready to go. So I'll go ahead and do compass calibration. So that means I have GPS, and I have 9 GPS satellites. We'll go here and do calibrate. Okay, now it says to hold it vertically and rotate. All right, calibration complete. And then the camera went ahead and leveled itself out. So just to go over the app, right here we have Takeoff, Home, Return to Home, This is your follow mode, surround flight. You can use your rocker or your phone to control it. Find your drone, change your speed, add music, adjust your gimbal, and you can use 3D glasses with this. Settings, not much here. You can change how big you want your radius when you're doing surround, when you're doing an orbit. Horizontal calibration, compass calibration. You can change your language, and format your SD was the last one. Not much settings you can do for your camera. You can change from video to camera. That's pretty much it. And down here, you can change your look, make it cool. We'll just leave it original. Not going to worry about that. And then this is zoom. It is digital zoom, so it's going to get a little grainy once you zoom in. Go ahead and click that to go back out. You can turn your mic on and off. I'll leave it on for now and see if it actually records on the SD card what I'm saying. Here I can play back the photos and videos that I've already shot, and that's pretty much it. Flight log up here, and that's it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this in the air. So I'll hit this button here. It's not going to let me do it because I didn't unlock it. So let's go into here and do unlock, and then take off. And just let it hover in place. Maintain in position fairly well. Bring it out in front of me a little, up some so you can see it in the sky so the trees aren't in the way. And this is hands-free. Notice it's not circling or doing anything, so this one really sits very well. So while I'm doing all this, I'm going to go ahead and hit record on my video. That took a picture. I need to switch it to video. There we go. Hit record. I'll go ahead and take it out in front of me. Turn it around. Scoot back a little. So here's where I could adjust my roll if I wanted to. Looks like it doesn't need too much adjusting. I'll just go a little bit. That's good. And I'll just record a little video. Just showing you the quality of the video. So a lot of times I like to put it over to the side. So one thing I've noticed with this drone is I can get close to the trees and it pretty much sits where I want it to. So if I put it over here and try to park it by these trees to get a nice picture, I don't have to worry about it drifting all over the place. It does sit still. So I can go ahead and turn a little. And notice that my gimbal is in increments. So I can take a picture, I'll take it off of video, switch over to camera. Took a picture, let's go back into the middle. Let's go up some over the tree line so you can see it. Go over a little, take another picture, and I can use the buttons here. Okay, now I'll take it up and show you the different speeds. Right now, I'm in the first speed, I believe. Let's go ahead and hit this. That's speed 2, so we'll go back to 1. This is speed 1. Take it up a little higher. Full sticks forward. I'll turn it around. Looks like I was about 3.4 meters per second. Got a little bit of wind against it right now. Right around 3. So I'll go ahead and kick it into sport mode. Speed 2. A little faster. A little over 6 meters per second. I'll go back this way with the wind. And right around 6.5 meters per second. Okay, I'll go ahead and switch it back to video, hit record. Let's take it up, see how high it lets me go. Right now I'm about 117. So once I hit 120 meters, it'll start beeping, so I need to bring it down. Still beeping. I need to get it down under 118 before it'll stop. Okay, so I'll go see how far out I can go. So I'm just flying straight out this way, and I'm gonna try to keep my antennas facing towards the drone. And again, I'm using Wi-Fi for FPV. And as I'm flying, I can go ahead and hit this PTZ adjust and try to fix the gimbal while I'm flying. Okay, just push out. Probably could have went a little more. I'm going the wrong way. So I'm about 950 meters out, so I should start to lose signal. 1,000. Not going to get much more than this. So I'll go ahead and hit return home. My video feed has frozen. But the good thing about having these controllers that have a display is I can see that I'm actually decreasing on my controller. I'm down to 1163. Up here, they were just kicked in. And it's returning home. So let me know what you think of the video of this. It's a little dark out today, but seems to look pretty good on my FPV screen. I'll tilt my gimbal down. So it seems I got a lot of shake when I tilted the gimbal down a lot. So I'll hit stop on return home because I want to see how well this takes pictures. I'll go ahead and go back in the video, hit record, and let's see, I can do a waypoint flight. And here's my house, so I'll go ahead and go here, here, and here, and hit go. It's turning towards the first waypoint. So it gets to the first point. Then it's going to turn. And go to the second point. There it goes, turning and going to the last point. So I'll go ahead and stop that. Go back into viewing it. Tilt down so I'll see where I'm at. House is this way, so I'll turn the other way. And go forward a little and hit return home to see how close I get to where I took off. So now it's up in front down to the end of my property. I'll go ahead and hit return home. We'll go ahead and cancel return home here in a second. And that's how far away I was from where I took off. That's a low battery warning. So I'll go ahead and move it forward a little, bring it down. Alright, so I'll switch out batteries and try follow me and try maybe the orbit mode on here. Okay, so we're going to try follow. Tilt my camera up towards me. There we go. Tilt the gimbal up a little. Just walk backwards. It is coming towards me. Tilt it up a little more. Try going down the road a little. It's a GPS follow, so it's not going to be exact. And it depends on how fast my phone's updating my GPS of where I am. Let's try the orbit mode. Let's get it up over the trees in case it wants to act crazy. We'll get over what I want it to orbit, which is me. Right above. Hit that. Surround flight. See what it wants to do. Alright, that's it for this flight with the KF101. And I was mainly concerned with the video quality and the picture quality. And I was really surprised at how well this flew, on how well it kept in place. You don't have to worry about it once you get up there. You can get closer to some things and not have to worry about it drifting and hitting it. And that was really surprising, seeing as how it doesn't have any ultrasonic sensors. It really utilizes that camera down below and the GPS on board. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll put a link to it where you can buy it. Again, this is sub 200 bucks, so it's a pretty cheap drone and a really nice drone if you're just trying to learn how to fly. Alright, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.